We know he doesn't have Chrono, right? He just used it. And he just used Chrono, so we know he doesn't have Chrono. So now we're just looking for the right opportunity, I think, to kill him. So we still have ult, so they have to kill us twice. Oh, he did? That time he did BKB before his ult because he didn't want to get CC'd. He wanted to make sure the Void died. I think that's why he did it there. I'm gonna get out of the stupid cogs, which are giga annoying. Okay. And it looks like this is how we win. Faceless Void tried to fight without Chrono. Welcome back, guys, to another Dota VOD review. Today I'm going to be checking out Skiter on Wraith King. I'm just going to go ahead and play the video and get right into this. I'm mainly going to be watching his lane phase to see what he does in lane. For those that don't know, last I talked about Dota, last I did stuff is I was going to have to play some support games, and I'd been playing off lane. I've honestly gotten to the point where off lane is just not very fun for me. I'm not enjoying it very much. And I feel like I play more like a carry when I play offlane anyway. I try to farm because I'm playing something like Razor, and that's the hero I've been comfortable with. So I've been trying to transition into the safe lane. I've been playing a lot of Wraith King with very mixed results. I've won one less game than I've lost on it so far. But I like the idea of Wraith King because he's a tanky hero, and people in my MMR don't pick tanks. You almost never get a tank support. When you do, you get to play like Sniper or Lina or something, and it's just like a free game, but it doesn't happen very often. So that's a big reason I'm looking at Wraith King. Another thing is he's really easy to play, so I can really focus on getting better at the game and not have to worry about like not knowing what the hero does. First thing I'm noticing that I want to talk about, his starting items were Quelling Blade, Double Glove of Strength, Gauntlet of Strength, I'm not sure exactly what it is, 2 Mangoes and a Branch, and then he took 3 Tangos. He's in a lane versus Night Stalker and Clock, and Night Stalker I feel like isn't very strong early, and Clock doesn't really harass. It's double melee, so I feel like that's why he went with a little bit less regen, and then he's just going to go straight for his helm. I can't remember what this helm is called. Helm of Iron Will or something like that. Which basically makes it to where he's not going to die anymore. It gives him armor and gives him health regen, and it's going to make him really, really hard to kill for Clockwork and Night Stalker. He ferried out Tangos, which is normally what you do if you don't start with them in your inventory. You usually ferry them out as soon as your team gets runes. Okay, so he's just farming. He's actually pushing the wave. No, he isn't. He's just trying to maintain even creeps. He's going to kill his range creep to make sure he gets it. Oh, he did not get it. Oh, wow. Okay. He started W, which is something I haven't been doing. I've been starting Q if there's an early fight, and I've been starting E if there's not a fight. So maybe I should be starting W. He used his skeletons. His silencer pulled the wave to him, and he dragged it back to 2 of the creeps. So he let 2 of the creeps go so that he can deny these 2. Wraith King is not a very strong early laner, but once he gets some points going in his W, I feel like he's pretty strong. Okay, second point goes into Q, so we don't have a point in E. I feel like if I get decent supports, I feel like I generally win my games. If I get like these troll supports, like last game I had an Ogre who went AFK. He literally told me he was going AFK. He went on a phone call. So that was fun. And I had a Death Prophet support the game before that. So I decided to stop trying to play weekend Dota and to do VOD reviews instead. Okay. We summon skeletons, then we Q. This is something I need to get in a better habit of doing, is summoning the skeletons and then pressing Q, because the Q makes the skeletons target them, and I think gives them like, does it give them movement speed or attack speed or something? I can't remember. It gives them some sort of buff, I think. I know Wraith King isn't the most meta hero right now, but like I said, he's really easy to play. He's not terrible. He's like a 50% win rate regardless of bracket. And I have I don't know what's going to happen next patch, but I have a feeling all these ranged heroes are about to go bye-bye. I feel like Drow is going to go... Oh, Lina's definitely going to go bye-bye. I feel like they're going to have to do something to her Fiery Souls. Or Fiery Soul. If they don't... I don't know what's going to happen. So I'm kind of trying to look at the future here and learn the role a little bit. He's going, so he went Helm of Iron Will, and then he's going Chain Vest. So he's just looking to get as much armor as he can. Wraith King doesn't have, he only has 2 armor at level 1. So he's very low armor. Okay, we summon skeletons, we queue again, and this is how we trade in lane. But now we're but we do have 2 mangoes. So if we do need mana, we can get some. So the next time we trade like that, we'll probably use a mango. We look to get free slaps whenever we can. Okay, we got a mango. We went ahead and used the mango. Wait, we didn't go Helm of Iron Will. We're going right for our boots. Hold on a second. Okay, I missed the item switch. We went Blades of Attack and boots instead of Helm of Iron Will. And so we're just going right for our phase boots. Now let's see what he does with this. Usually when you get phase boots, it's either A, because you want to try to fight and try to win the lane harder, or B, it's just your first item that you go most of the time regardless, or C, you're getting it so that you can move between camps more quickly because you're looking to jungle. It looks like he wants the phase boots because he feels like they can kill, which is a safe assumption with Silencer. Silencer does a lot of damage. Honestly, I would take a Silencer support every game. But the only problem with Silencer is when they don't know that their hero does a ton of damage. They don't know that they need to man up and just bully lanes. Okay. He brought another mango out because he consumed 1. Or no, wait, did he not consume 1? I thought he consumed 1. Maybe Silencer used 1 on him. I could swear he consumed 1 though. Okay, now we're just chilling, letting the wave stay here, collecting the CS. We have 23 last hits. I don't know what a good pace for farming is, honestly. I just pay attention to the Dota Plus thing. That's it. That's what I base my farm on. Which is probably not the best thing to do. I was gonna watch somebody else. Can't remember who it was. Someone that had like 6,000 Wraith King games, but I tried to download 2 of his replays and I couldn't get them. I tried to download this replay on Dota in the actual game, but I couldn't get it either. And so I'm just watching it on YouTube. Okay, we have our phase boots. But our Silencer isn't here, so we're defensively aggroing, bringing creeps back. And then Silencer is here, and so we're going. Oh, we didn't have our mangoes in our inventory. If we have our mangoes in our inventory there, we probably do a lot more damage to that guy because we can probably stun him. I don't know if he was looking to kill, though. I want to see if he starts pushing the wave. Nope, he's content to just chill and farm it. Okay. Usually when I get to like 5, 6 range, I'm like having to go jungle. Because my lanes are usually going really bad. I don't think I've ever had 15 denies in a game ever. He has 15 denies, 16, 33 CS. So I know this lane is going better than mine for sure. And he has a kill. Okay, we have enough for stun. Skellies. Can't really catch a clockwork because he's just going to keep stunning us. We almost have enough for our helm. Wondering if he goes helm or if he goes gloves of haste first. I guess he probably goes helm. Helm is just so strong. I've been going radiance mostly because it helps me farm so much faster. And I usually have to farm for a while because my lanes go so poorly. But I know the build is Armlet Deso. I know everyone goes Armlet Deso. I've been going Radiance Deso. Which I think is just bad because I think Wraith King, you don't really want to go late game. In the late game, you're basically just a tank. And really, in most of the game, you're basically just a tank. He's not like a crazy damage dealer. Like, don't get me wrong, you can blink on some supports and kill him in a couple hits if you're ahead, but he's mostly good for pushing towers, which I think is where the Armlet Deso build is better too. Because you get Deso and AC, and you have Skellies, and you just push towers. 2 points W. Makes sense. So he used the Siege Wagon, Catapult, whatever you want to call it. to kill the tower, but he also had his 2 supports down here, and his other 2 and 2 of his other teammates were hovering. Uh-oh, we might die here. And 2 of his other teammates were hovering to make sure this was safe to do. Okay, so we have Helm and we have Glove of Haste, and we're just gonna wait till we get the full armlet to bring anything out. He's 2nd in net worth right now, only behind his Centaur. So game's going really well right now for him. He doesn't have a crazy lead over Void. Ooh, we went down. This team's gonna clean this up, I think, though. Uh-oh. No, I think Void is gonna clean this up. If he has Chrono, yeah. I like Faceless Void too. I played him the other day. Was it yesterday or the day before? I don't remember. For the first time. Not the first time, but the first time since I started playing Dota again. And I only played like a couple times before that. He felt really good. He feels like a really strong laner because of Time Walk. You can always just Time Walk off damage, and you can always Time Walk away to escape. Okay, we TP mid to collect a big wave. Now we're starting to put points in E. Notice how we aren't just fully maxing W. I'm guessing that's because he wants to farm faster. Not necessarily. He doesn't need more lifesteal because he's not trying to stay in lane. And the crit helps him farm faster than the Skellies do.
I don't consider myself the best player.
The Skellies are just kind of like to help you farm places, 2 places at once. They aren't necessarily that much better at killing things than you. They're definitely not better at killing things than you are. He's not spamming it on cooldown. Okay, he did use it there because he got 5 Skellies, I think. The max he can have is 6. I don't think he got to 6 there. I'm pretty sure it was 5. I can't count them. 1, 2, 3. It looks like 5. Okay, then we put up another point in W. Looks like we're maybe we're going back and forth on these 2. We almost have armlet, but we're just being chilling until we get armlet. And he's just chilling in the mid lane, not trying to go back to a safe lane tower. He's not jungling like I usually do. Probably because his team is ahead. If his team is behind, he'd probably be jungling. I don't know what this music is, but I hope it's not going to get me copyright struck. Hoping this is some sort of Dota music. Okay, so he's got armlet, and then he's going... So he's going Soul Ring, it looks like. Is anyone on the team building a Diffusal or have Mana Drain? No. I'm not sure what the point of the Soul Ring is. He also hasn't put a point in his ult, by the way. Because he hasn't felt like he's needed to yet. He hasn't been holding the point either, has he? 1. He has been holding a point. He's got 6. Okay. So he's holding the point, and he's only putting it in his ult if he needs to. So if he gets gone on, he'll put it in his ult. If he thinks, or if he's gonna die, he'll put it in his ult. Still hasn't used the point. Still holding it. This is something I need to learn to do. 99% of the time, I just put my point into my ult because I'm just afraid I'm gonna die. Okay, so did he get the Soul Ring? The Soul Ring is interesting to me. Because most of the time I feel like I'm okay. Maybe it's just good because you're a strength hero. I don't know. I'll have to try it sometime and see how it feels. I feel like it definitely makes sense against a Diffusal or an anti-mage or, you know, Lion or something that takes your mana. He finally put the point in ult. 1, 2, so 6, 7, 8. Okay, so he spent all of his points. He's farming in a more dangerous area, so maybe that's why he finally went for the ult. Or he just wanted 3 and 3. He feels like 3 and 3 is good enough. Which makes sense. I feel like the final point in your skeletons isn't really that big of a deal. It feels like 6 skeletons are enough to do the job until you have... I think the time when more skeletons gets better is like later in the game when you're farming faster. It seems like most of the time the cooldown is back up before you get 8 skeletons. 6, 7, 6, 5. Basically, as long as you're farming, you're just pressing skeletons. He's not even farming. He's just pressing skeletons anyway. So yeah, he is definitely pressing skeletons on cooldown. He also can only get 6 though right now. If he put the last point in crit. Okay. I kind of see this. It seems like by the time the cooldown's back up, usually I don't have 8 skeletons again. Okay, so now we're going Deso, which is normal. Or maybe we might go Blink before Deso. We have the Blightstone, we have the Armlet. We have Soul Ring and Face Boots. I mean, I get the Soul Ring because it just makes sure you stay at high mana. So like anytime you cast skeletons, you just Soul Ring. Plus it does give you strength, which gives you some damage. You also don't care about losing the life because you're a Wraith King and you have lifesteal. Okay. And we're just farming. We're in farm mode until we get probably Deso. We're just running at that guy because he is in our way of farming, as BSJ would say. We put the point into the skeleton talent. I'm pretty sure that's the skeleton talent. You don't ever hardly go the other one. I don't even know what the other one is because I've never gone it, I don't think. Ooh. Okay, we turn. I want to watch what he does with Armlet too. We turn Armlet on when we're farming, which is usually what I do. And then we turn it off between camps because we don't want to drain our health. Yep. We're going to use our skellies. Looking at the fight. Nothing we can do. TPing mid to push and protect the tower. Mostly to protect the tower and catch the farm. Walking down, looking to join the fight. I'm guessing he'll probably Soul Ring before he uses stun. And our team has got the fight without us, so we're farming. This game goes really late game too, so we'll also get to probably see some Roshan decisions. We'll probably get to see some whether we push or whether we fight decisions. We'll see how he plays Wraith King when later game comes along. We'll get to see more of his decision making. But right now he's staying very aggressive, very forward on the map, which is probably something I should do more of. I'm really bad about just hiding in my jungle farming. But that's because usually I'm behind coming out of lane phase. He is ahead. But he didn't have like an amazing lane. Like he got a lot of CS for sure. But he only got 1 kill in lane. So it wasn't like he absolutely, like they absolutely destroyed the lane. Okay, skellies, we Soul Ring and we skellies. Make sure we stay at full mana. And we still had the Soul Ring up when we stunned. He's got the, does he have the Deso on the way? I think he does. Uh-oh. We're probably gonna go down here. We got the Deso, so maybe not. No, we're winning this. Deso was huge. We got 2 stacks on it. That's nice. He's also just keeping these mangoes in his inventory too. Hasn't had to use them because of Soul Ring. He used 1 there. Okay, I want to see that Armlet toggle. Hold on a second. What did he just do there? Okay, Armlet's off because we're not hitting anything. Armlet is on because we're hitting something. Armlet is still on. Armlet is still on. Armlet is still on. We toggled it off and toggled it right back on. Until we probably lifesteal a little bit. Yep. Okay. So if you toggle it off because you know it's been on for a while, you want to toggle it right back on. Otherwise you'll probably die. Rank 2 ult, so we still max our ult second. pretty strong with Armlet Deso right now. I'll try Armlet Deso more. We'll see how it goes. I'll maybe try the Soul Ring too, depending on how my lane goes. The Soul Ring seems nice for keeping his mana up. It makes it so you don't need the Shard. And if you can spend, what, you already had the Glow of Strength. So what is it, 400 gold to finish a Soul Ring? So if you already had that, it's instead of spending 1400. And a lot of times you'll get the free shard off of Roche, or at least we hope, right? But if it's better to spend, you know, maybe 600 gold instead of 1400. It saves you 800 gold and basically does the same thing, because it doesn't make the reincarnation that much better. It summons like 3 skeletons that die instantly. And the nice thing about this Armlet Deso is we're better at taking Roche way earlier in the game, which I think you want to do as soon as possible on Wraith King. Okay. I have a lot of trouble getting my teams to Roche, honestly. That's an annoyance that I have. It seems difficult to get my teams to Roche. I feel like there's a lot of times where all I need is somebody to tank it. And it just doesn't happen. Okay, looking to go back to Roche. Healed off for a second because we thought we were going to get contested. We aren't. Always running up in case the fight happens. And then we're going Blink. We aren't going AC, we aren't going BKB, we're going Blink. I'm wondering if that's an ahead decision. Blink definitely helps you kill, for sure. Because you play like an offlaner, honestly, on this hero. Who got the Aegis? Did his team get it, or did... Oh, he got it, okay. Void Spirit got it. Always hitting creeps, always pushing, always getting skeletons. And we're still just looking for Blink. I wonder how often he goes Soul Ring. I'm gonna have to check. I want to see if this is a frequent thing on Wraith Kings or not. And he's just playing with his team and fighting. This is something I never get to do, I feel like. Even if I am doing well and I am ahead, it feels like I'm always having to like push lanes that people aren't pushing. Push towers that people aren't pushing. You know, it just feels like I'm always like, I don't know. When I'm behind, I'm always farming. When I'm ahead, feels like my team isn't grouping up, or they aren't taking care of side waves, or they don't want to go Roche. It's like the things that I need to progress the game, I feel like I can't do, so I just end up farming a lot. I don't know. I probably should get coaching at some point, just to figure out like what my actual problem is. But I feel like I need to play more games first. I feel like I need to play like at least 100 games, maybe 200 games of carry before I get coaching. I never know if it's better to do it early. Like, some people are just like, nah, you just need to play more games. Did he get the Blink? I think the Blink is on its way, right? Okay, so we got Skeleton Duration, and then we got Stun Duration, which I used to go the Stun Duration every time. But I've been going Skeletons more, because I've been playing to push more. But it seems like he's playing to fight more, so I think I just need to change my mentality maybe on this hero and play to fight more. I don't know, man. Obviously what I'm doing isn't working, so can't hurt to try this playstyle, right? Okay, we got Blink. Still just same thing. There's no fight to be had. We're hitting creeps and we're getting skeletons and pushing. And we just tank the structure. Have our armlet running while we're hitting creeps. Do we keep it on when we hit the tower? I want to see. Usually don't. Nope, we do. Okay. Someone TP's in, so we turn it off. Blink away. Oh, that sniper just sent it. That was really stupid. What a bad play by that sniper. I think he's playing as Yotoro, by the way. I think Yotoro is the faceless void. I think it said Yotoro. At least somebody with Yotoro's name. It might not be Yotoro, but somebody with his name at least. They're in the same region. It's gotta feel good having an offlaner with a pipe too. I never get offlaners that build Greaves and pipe, man. When I do, it's like you just know, like that's the sign of a good offlaner right now. It's just like somebody that knows to build Greaves and pipe. I mean, they don't even, the enemy team doesn't even have that much magic damage and they still have a pipe, right? Like who on that team does that much magic damage? Nobody. But pipe is just nice. Because what magic damage there is, you just completely negate it. Like I think Tiny does some, but he's mostly physical. Clock does some. Sniper, if he has a Maelstrom, does maybe a little bit. But like, I don't think so. Night Stalker is mostly a right clicker. And Faceless Void, unless he has Maelstrom, doesn't do any. I mean, there's a little bit of magic damage, but I don't feel like enough. Feel like we are definitely going down here. We probably can BKB Blink when we're... Nope. Can't. We're just fighting this guy to the death, and we're dead. Yeah, we just got caught without our team there. And then he's going AC, so he goes Blink, BKB, then AC. Which I think makes sense. I know, I mean, I like Blink a lot. It's just, I feel like Blink feels bad when I'm behind, but maybe I'm crazy. Because it's just no stats. It's no tankiness. It's no nothing. So I usually end up skipping the Blink because I'm behind, and I go like AC, BKB, or BKB, AC, and then I get the Blink. If it gets there. But I think without Blink, you just cannot fight on Wraith King. Like, you're just not a hero. But usually I'm not looking to fight because I'm behind. I feel like I've just been rambling instead of paying a close enough attention. Not good. I don't feel like I've learned that much. I should have. Other thing too is like these players are so much better than me. Like I don't know why they're doing the things they're doing a lot of times. Same stuff though. We're just pushing creeps. That's what we do on Wraith King. If the fight looks good, we'll take it, but pushing creeps, pushing creeps. Pushing P. I'm just pushing P. We'll always try to take the kill if we can. And basically, we're just staying forward on the map. Which makes sense, because you are a hero that's hard to kill. Because you have your ulti. But I feel like what ends up happening when I'm forward on the map, my team is, like, not close enough to help me, and so I get killed, and I just waste my ult, or I get the best case scenario is I blink away and don't die. Worst case scenario is I use my ult and I die again anyway. But he's constantly stayed forward. Notice how, like, I don't think he hasn't spent any time in his jungle. And in the last, I don't know how long, he hasn't been on the other side of the river, except when he died, and then he immediately went back to this side of the map. Like, he knows his team is ahead, and he is just keeping up the pressure. He's just staying forward. Hitting creeps until his team gets there. He's orange, so he's calling stuff. He's telling his team to go up there. You're looking to cut a wave, it looks like, to stop the bottom push. Yep. So he just cuts it with skellies. Team isn't on this side of the map, so we're farming backwards. Got the Hyperstone before we bought the plate mail, which is usually good. I don't know why, but I was in a bad habit of just always buying the plate mail first because I always wanted to be tankier, but the Hyperstone makes you do so much more damage with Deso. Still forward on the map. TP'd to top shrine with team. Okay. I think they're just looking to get next Roche. They have someone just sitting in the Roche pit. I think they know that they can't do anything without Roche. So they need Aegis to push high ground. I think he's trying to get his AC. He's trying to hit his AC at that timing, I think, is his goal. Because if he hits his AC at that timing, then it makes their push way, way better. Because they have Deso and AC. The Faceless is 2 levels up on him. Even though he has more net worth. Because he's been around his team a lot more. Okay, getting skellies again. We're just clearing.
Technically, these all belong to
The person who was in the Roche pit is not there anymore. Looks like they're killing Void. Oh no, they killed Tiny. Void got out.
a bubble from the void.
We caught Sniper, but we got chronoed. Sucks. We're trying to man up and kill Void. We're gonna lose our first life. Oh wow, Rubik stole chrono. We're gonna die again. Because we played to fight instead of playing for the Roche. So now we're kind of throwing. The enemy team's catching back up. I want to see how we manage to win this game. We're a couple levels at least behind a Faceless Void. 3 levels now. And he just passed us in net worth. So how do we win this? Because at this point I'd be thinking, oh crap, they have Sniper Faceless Void. Pretty sure we're outscaled here. Because we have Void Spirit. Silencer scales pretty well, I think. But we have Void Spirit. Centaur. They don't scale the best. Centaur gets, I mean, I don't know. I don't think he really like scales into anything. He just gets tankier and a little bit harder to kill. But you saw Void pretty much melting him right there. So they get the second Aegis. So how do we win? Okay, we kill this guy for free. We got a Sniper, And now we're gonna get this guy for free, so that's a pretty good start. Oh, are we though? Maybe we aren't. He never presses BKB before his ult, by the way. Never. He wants them to be as out of juice as possible before he uses his BKB. Okay, we get this now. We're gonna get racks. Tiny bot back, but we're gonna get at least a lane of racks here. I mean, Faceless Void is still up. If anybody else buys back, maybe we can't do anything. We have our AC, which makes us even better at pushing than we already were. We can't do anything because we can't walk into the chrono. So we just have to stand here and walk around. That's unfortunate. But now we're gonna try to beat up the tower. Deso AC just murks towers. Okay, now we're getting out because people are about to respawn. Just farming a little bit on the way out. Keeping our eyes on the fight to see if we can help. We do still have ult and BKB, but that Faceless Void is 3 levels on us. Oh, we caught him with a good stun, so we blinked on him and followed up and got the Aegis. That's really nice. We know he doesn't have Chrono, right? He just used it. And he just used Chrono, so we know he doesn't have Chrono. So now we're just looking for the right opportunity, I think, to kill him. So we still have ult, so they have to kill us twice. Oh, he did? That time he did BKB before his ult because he didn't want to get CC'd. He wanted to make sure the Void died. I think that's why he did it there. I'm gonna get out of the stupid cogs. Which are giga annoying. Okay. And it looks like this is how we win. Faceless Void tried to fight without Chrono because he was overconfident. We didn't even lose our first life. That's pretty pog. We also didn't get the free shard. He also sold his soul ring when he got room for AC. Or when he got the Hyperstone, he sold his soul ring. But they don't have a diffuse, so he doesn't have to worry about mana. They don't end here, I don't think. Pretty sure the game goes longer than this. Maybe they end. They should be able to end unless Void buys back. Okay. Nope. 3 people bought back, and he's got people dead. So he's happy just getting the racks and the towers and backing off. And he's going Strength Blink. I noticed a lot of Swift Blink in people's builds. I tried Strength Blink the other day. It felt really good. Made me a lot tankier than obviously Swift Blink does. We have BKB. We have our second life. Okay, so we're toggling the armlet. So what you do is, when you know the armlet's gonna get you low, you just toggle it and toggle it immediately back on. And if you're fast enough, you don't die. Which I think is what I hear whenever I hear people say armlet toggling. I think that's what they mean. That's another big reason I haven't been doing this build, is because I don't really know how to armlet toggle. Sticking with the Elven Tunic. Probably trying to force Void to go MKB. We are kind of low on attack speed on this build. Not crazy, because we have AC and phase boots. But we aren't the highest attack speed in the world. So that's probably part of it. Plus it gives move speed. I think it's just better than Paladin Sword. I mean, Paladin Sword makes you harder to kill, but I feel like Elven Tunic gives you more of what Wraith King likes, which is the ability to stick on people, and it kind of helps you be harder to kill, and it helps you attack faster. Oh my lord, the Void is level 25, man. So freaking hard to kill. We're looking to, it looks like, pressure as much as we can to keep them from ending. I didn't pay attention to what talent we went. We got one at 15 and... Oh, wait. Did we get one at 15? Yeah, we got one at 10, 15, and 20. I didn't pay attention to what his level 20 talent was.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I'll probably check after the game. Okay, so we're going to lose our mid-racks here. We're not trying to do a hero play though. Now we have ninja gear. So still sticking with the agi focused neutral. Why? We're just gonna blink and kill the clockwork immediately. Okay. We're gonna break these stupid cogs. I think he goes refresher after this. I've seen the items in the thumbnail and in the pregame thing. Which I understand refresher. Gives you an extra blink, gives you an extra BKB, gives you an extra ulti. All of these are nice things. Notice how he doesn't buy the shard. A lot of people buy the shard. It's like one of the most purchased items. I feel like the only time you could justify buying it is if you're not going to get it free from Roche and they have a diffu, or like one of those heroes I talked about, like a diffusal blade or an anti-mage or a like lion, or you know, something that gets rid of your mana, or like a invoker. He went extra skeletons. That's the talent he went for sure. That's more than 8 skeletons. I don't know what the other talent is on that tier. It's cleave, isn't it? It's cleave, yeah. The cleave has always felt very underwhelming to me. It's the most taken talent, and possibly the highest win rate too. I can't remember, but it always felt kind of underwhelming to me, especially because if I was going Radiance, then I was like, okay, this cleave I don't need. Extra skeletons gives me more push power though, which is what I like. Cleave is just like wave clear mostly. Like getting cleave at level 20 just like gives so much damage at that point. I don't feel like you need it. Witch bang, so we have a dispel now. I forgot to turn my mic filters on by the way, so if my voice sounds different, that is why. Just realized I forgot to turn them on. It happens. I'm out of the habit of making content. I need to get back into it, but man, it's so hard with these 5-day weeks again. When I was on 4-day weeks, it felt easier. I didn't feel so tired all the time. With these 5-day weeks, I just feel like I'm constantly burnt out, man. It sucks. Oh, they clipped him. This Night Stalker has been really, really bad for his team. Like, I don't think he's done anything useful. Sniper hasn't been very good. Oh, we found Void. We found the jump. We did not BKB there, even though it maybe could have helped us kill the Void. Interesting. Trying to kill the clock. Getting stunned into oblivion. And getting spirit vesseled. Stunning sniper. We don't have our blink though. We don't have enough mana for our ult. Also, that's a big problem. Okay, someone gave us mana boots. Woo! That was all really spicy. We were very low HP without our ult. Okay, regen rune. That's nice. They won't expect us to be back on the map. Nice on the tiny. More skellies. Pretty good catch. Gonna try to kill the Void. Void goes away. Okay. Still have our ult. We're not super scared of dying here. We're just gonna try to walk it out. Okay, we know his BKB is down. Uh-oh. Got him. That's really big. Forced Void to buy back. We have buyback if we need it. We buy back immediately. Because this is probably the game deciding fight. If we don't win this, enemy team probably pushes mid and ends. Okay. If we win, we push mid and end. So it's only Sniper and Void up right now. We're probably going to look to blink on one of them and kill them. That was a nice jump. Nice lift. Oh. Gets away. We have ult again, though, so we're just... We can probably end, no?
Dire's ancient is under attack.
Really? We can't end here? Oh. Thought maybe we could just focus Ancient. Oh, Silencer DC'd. That's annoying. Maybe we're going Roche.
Radiant's
And then
bottom
ending.
tower is under attack.
I wonder if he takes the Aegis here, since he's... all of his items feel pretty necessary. Except Armlet. I guess you could take Armlet off. If he doesn't give Aegis, that's probably what he'll do.
Radiant are scattered.
Or his boots, maybe.
Is under attack.
Oh, BKB.
Your shaman has fallen to the ring.
Oh, he went Refresher Shard.
Immortality.
So he is still buying Refresher. I'm pretty sure he gets Refresher before the game ends. Okay, we gotta pause. We're gonna jump forward. I don't want to watch the pause. So we didn't take Aegis, but we took the Refresher. We'll probably, after we use our BKB, we'll probably pop that into our inventory. So we'll probably BKB, and then put the Refresher into our inventory. Probably want to use it after our ult is down. So we probably want our ult to go down, then we want to BKB when we come back up for it, then swap the Refresher into our inventory, and then... Or we're just holding on to the Refresher because we're going to get Refresher and we're going to give it to somebody else. It's also an option. I've never thought about Refresher before. There's always other items I've went
Dire's bottom tower
Aghanim's Blessing. I've went MKB a couple times against some people that have evasion, like usually against Butterfly. I've went Swift Blink. I've went Heart. Okay, we BKB'd. Okay, there went our ult and our BKB. So we've swapped the Refresher in for our boots. We're gonna Refresher, and then we're just gonna fight, put our boots back in our inventory. Okay, so now we have ult again and BKB again. We're looking to put this one away. We also probably almost have enough gold for Refresher orb. Two people are dead. Still hard to end, unfortunately. Oh, this guy's trolling as usual. This Night Stalker is really trying hard to lose. Really trying to lose Yatoro this game. Bringing our Refresher. I'm wondering what we're going to swap out for that. Okay, Lincoln's done. Normal stuff. Pop. So this shows that you can win late game with Wraith King. It's just not always easy. Because you aren't like this Giga Ultra DPS carry. You're like, kind of more like a burst / tank. Okay, he swapped his boots out again. So he always swaps his boots out. I thought he would swap his armlet out. But what do I know? Didn't even get to use the Refresher. Use the shard, but not the actual Refresher. Alright, and we win the game. Level 25, he went... I'm not sure what that talent is. I think that's the one I usually take, but I think it's Mortal Strike cooldown reduction. I think that's what it is. Overall, pretty solid game. I liked his starting items. I like that he went Soul Ring. I feel like Soul Ring lets you play more aggressive because you have mana more often. You don't have to worry about Fairy and Clarity, so it saves you money. It saves you from buying the shard, and it allows you to play more aggressive. I like that a lot. I might have to try that. I also just need to bite the bullet and learn how to do the armlet. I just need to do the armlet Deso build. I think it's just better. It makes you so much stronger, so much earlier. It's like for the price of these two items, you could get a Radiance, I feel like. I'm pretty sure they're like the same price to get these two as a Radiance. And it's just so much more value.